Hello, this is Katie with Homeschool Chat, and today I would like to talk about starting that new year, about beginning another year if you're a homeschool parent, and if you are going to be a homeschool parent, preparing for the school year. First of all, I just want to say that you are doing a noble thing and that your children will thank you, especially when they're adults, they'll thank you. And there are a few things that you should remember and be aware of. A few, let's say, supply list things that you should have on hand. So let's begin. First of all, I'm going to talk about kindergarten through 6th and 6th through 12th, so the whole gamut of grades. Here at this recording, it's July. This is the traditional time for me to start working on the next year's curriculum. And by working on the curriculum, it's very broad. It means that you find a curriculum that you like, you create a plan that you like, you create your own curriculum, you find some apps that you want your child to use for the subject that they're going to be studying. It's basically an open book, right? So anything that you desire. One of the first rules of homeschooling is that if it bores you as the parent, or if you get frustrated with whatever it is, the app, the school book, whatever it is, the whole program, then that's not the right thing. Sometimes you can tweak a curriculum to make it your thing, and sometimes you just have to say, no, I'm not going to do that. And the reason that you want to go that with that opinion, right? If it doesn't interest me, it won't interest my kids. That's a pretty safe assumption. Your kids, they come from you. They've lived with you. You know them. They're a part of you. So you know your children better than most people think. You know what they like and what they don't like. So that's the first thing. And the second thing that you need to remember is to have the right supplies on hand, especially if you're the teacher. The most important thing that I have, two of the most important things that I have made sure that I have on hand working well is a laptop and a printer/copy machine. Sometimes you need to use the copy machine to do anything from making another copy of the same math lesson, or so that your child can fill in the lines again, to creating an art project that requires some copying. Or I've made games before. Sometimes you need a copy machine for that. So those are the two most important bits of supplies that you need before the school year starts. The other thing is, now this is my own personal preference, but paper, lots of paper. I love the spiral bounds. I used to use them I use them to be a part of the curriculum. In this particular instance, it's a physical science class, so I have an experiment notebook, a knowledge notebook, and there was something else. Nope, just experiment. This is volume 2, right? So that my child could make notes and record progress. The other thing that's very interesting that you can do so you're looking for what subjects that you want for the year. For science, if your child likes hands-on work, a science kit is a wonderful thing. So this box here happens to be a physics workshop kit, and that class we use 2 different kits plus part of a textbook. This kit here is a science kit that I used for middle school, and it has everything in it that you need to do the experiments. You don't have to get anything. That's why I really liked this kit. And it's called the Young Scientist Series. This particular kit talks about magnetism, static electricity, and tornadoes, clouds, and water cycle. If you have younger children, you're going to prepare for your next year, and actual older children too. You need to look at, as a teacher, you need to look at the next school year coming up as a treasure hunt. That makes it more fun for you as the teacher, but also allows you to be a little bit more creative with your teaching. So if you want an app, a teaching app, or a game app that has to do with what you're studying. For instance, we use software for the Oregon Trail, and that was kind of fun. I like books, as you can see, so I like to look at bookstores. Also, for the younger kids, so this is a Lewis and Clark series, this is part 1. For the younger kids, I went to mostly Barnes & Noble, but I also went to Walmart and places like that. And whenever I was shopping, I'd just stop and look in the kids section and look in the book section and see what I could find. So this workbook here, I thought it was so cute because it's not the average workbook. It's a Precious Moments workbook, and it's about the uppercase alphabet. So when my child was preschool and kindergarten age, we used this. And then this is also about the alphabet, the lowercase alphabet, but I found it in a different spot. Good company is School Zone. You should check that out. Also, I found this when Target used to be in our town, called the Brain Quest workbook. These workbooks are so good. What I found, now I know that each school district, their schools teach at different levels. And I know that I'm from Washington State, and I know for a fact that in Virginia, they're more advanced, well, where we visited, more advanced. So this workbook says 2nd grade, and my child was in, well, both children were in 3rd and 4th grade when they did this workbook. Whereas if you're from a different place, or if you're homeschooling at a different level, then this might be right on. But don't get frustrated if you find a workbook that is advanced. Just save it for when your child is ready for it. Also, when you're shopping, find things that you can use that are tactile things, even for high school students. It's just like the science kits. High school students like that kind of thing. Wood shop, that's something that's really good. You need to take into consideration how your child learns. You know your child better than anybody. So sometimes your child will be the hands-on learner, is the best way that they learn. You'll find that a child that's used to being on the computer a lot, they may pick up on certain apps or curriculum that has games on the computer. They'll pick that up a little bit better. You want to diversify how you do things, though. You don't want to take a child that likes hands-on things and do everything hands-on, because that pigeonholes that child into just that kind of learning when they need to expand how they learn, so that when they get into college, they're perfectly prepared. Well, I think that's about all I have for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day and a blessed day. Bye.